or throw down and kick you in the ear.
It's my way or the highway this Christmas at my bar. I'll have to smash your kneecaps if you bastards touch my car.
Touch my car.
The word that Santa has been stealing from the till. I think that right jolly old elf better make out his will.
Oh, let's have a Patrick Swayze Christmas one and all. And this will be the haziest.
Pain don't hurt.
This will be the laziest.
Be nice until it's time not to be nice.
This will be the Swayziest Christmas of them all. La 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 la.
It stinks.
The general guidelines state that occasionally something will happen in the world that prompts XFM to break away from the normal programming and react to our audience's feelings of shock or grief. As broadcasters, we have a duty to think
They're
carefully
not talking about our show there, are they? They're
Yeah.
talking about something happening
No,
there.
all shows.
I mean, no, like people being caused grief, just Carl's on the air.
Right.
You mean like, you know...
I mean a bigger event.
A royal
yeah.
dying.
A royal dying or some kind of, you know, major disaster.
Sure.
We should be able to tailor our output to show that we feel the same way as the audience in
Yeah.
these times of trouble.
No, definitely.
That would never involve the station shutting down completely, Rick.
No.
I want to reassure you of that
Yeah.
now. And it would never involve playing classical music or stopping all speech content.
Sure. Because they put that in there because a lot of stations, that's exactly what they do.
Exactly.
But,
wouldn't happen
XFM have deemed it that we don't have to go completely down the line there. We have to do it in
let me
our own
explain
little
why.
way. Go
People
on.
need company at times like this.
Yeah.
And should be able to look to us for both factual information and emotional reaction.
Sure.
We simply have to change our tone and our playlist to show that we're all feeling the same thing.
Right.
Be it, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening, or, well, it's pretty sad, but she was 101 after all.
And that's actually in that
That's
document,
what it actually says in the general guidelines. That's as they are stated. If you should hear about the death of a major royal,
Yeah.
this is information that...
You're actually reading this, by the way,
Yeah,
aren't
I'm
you?
reading this
Yeah.
out. What you should do is say nothing about this on air under any circumstances. Drop all the ads and promos from your schedule. And if Chris Smith, the news guy, is in the building, get him in the studio immediately.
Yeah.
That's what it says, Carl.
Yeah.
If Smitty is, I don't care where he is, I don't care if he's on holiday,
Let's phone him up
he's
now
abroad.
and tell him someone's died.
to see how he would react. Get him down here.
Get him down
See how long
yeah.
it takes him to get down here.
It's
Where does Smitty live?
Because I know where he lives. He lives in a cave and he slides down a pole.
Yeah.
And he gets into a car. His butler is up there and he sorts things out.
I suppose the approach there is that only Chris can deliver this tragic news.
Yeah.
If it was you or I...
Yeah, it wouldn't have the same. I remember. Do you remember the XFM as it first started? It launched the day after Princess Diana died.
I know.
And I'd never done radio before. I was nervous enough, and it was launched, and it was
Because was it the first night? Because what I've forgotten actually until you mentioned that then is of course you used to host your own phone-in show. I'd forgotten all about that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I gave that up after a week because it was just too stressful.
I have never seen a man so petrified.
I know.
He spent all his time preventing people getting through on the phone lines.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't let people come on air.
And for when I had to go on air, right, my mates sort of like came over the first day, and they were mucking around, and I was having a drink with them where I used to work, and I was going, I've got to go on air in a minute, and I was like, drinking shandy or something, because I was saying I didn't want to be drunk, and I kept saying, don't swear. telling my mates not to swear. They look at me like I was mental. I was going, don't swear, because I'll swear. I was terrified of two things. Just swearing.
By mistake.
And operating the desk. I thought, I'm gonna, even if I get through operating the desk, I'm gonna swear. And it just, it was awful.
Didn't you spill coffee over the machine and then go, oh shit, on your first link? I can't remember. But I know it wasn't a triumph.
No, I started off with I was really like the music, and I started off with a classical piece by a bloke called Kuntz, who's a German composer.
Brilliant.
So I knew it was okay.
You're
then.
off.
I was off, yeah.
And so how did it go then? Because I remember it was appalling.
Carl! He's a composer! Look it up!
Yeah, I know he is.
Right, 08700 800 1234.
Yeah.
If you know what the composer I'm talking... What?
Yeah, we've done it now.
Chill out, Carl.
Come
No,
on.
but you know what people are like?
What?
They take things badly, don't they?
Like who? Like what?
You just... It's like a bull to a red rag, whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is that we say bad words and we get in trouble. But I was listening to Heart the other day, and they played Luther Vandross, and that song, was it Never Too Much, Never Too Much? Play a bit. The lyric in this is disgusting.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started.
Hear that? Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started.
That's disgusting.
Filthy. Play it again.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started.
That is
just
depraved.
filthy. What a
What is he doing?
Just saying like that. Imagine that. He's got a young girl's picture, and he's going, oh, thanks for that. And he phones her up and goes, what did it say? You know that picture you gave me? She goes, yeah. He goes, well, I looked at it just to get me started. That poor young woman must...
I imagine more that, like, she's sleeping, and he just sneaks in and he's got a Polaroid camera, she wakes up, he goes, what are you doing? She goes, what are you up to? He goes, no, I'm just taking a picture. Well, why? I'm gonna write a
You won't
song
be here
about
tomorrow, will you?
it. Yeah, you're
Well,
going on
no.
holiday tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I need
I
that.
just need something to get me started. What do you mean, get you started? Yeah, you know, in the morning.
And then that's on Heart.
Alright?
6.2.
So don't come on air and tell us what we can or cannot say. We can't say
say
cunts.
classical composers' names or philosophers like Kant.
Exactly.
So don't tell us that, Carl.
Alright?
Just play a record. What you got,
Play
Steve?
some rides, Steve.
Yeah, I just think it's time that we listen to some Ride Rit. We haven't listened to them, I don't know about you and I, but I haven't listened to any for about 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
Just thought it'd be good to have them on the air again.
Yeah.
And it's a tragedy they split up. This is the classic Chelsea girl, play it. Absolute girl. My lifetime.
I know. Yeah.
Right, 'cause it's a great sound.
But influenced lots of bands at that
seems to
time.
me, yeah,
Sort of the old Britpop thing and the Wall of Sound and... They were they shoegazers? Do you think they were, weren't they?
Well, that's what they thought of, because there was a lot of noodly
Yeah.
guitar. But,
Yeah.
good melodies as well, Rick, and that's always important.
It is to me.
I don't know about you, Carl, but it is important to us.
We've just had a couple of people, Sarah and Claire, call up and wish us luck for the BAFTAs, but for some reason they want one of us to do an impression of Leslie Phillips.
Can't do it. Doesn't he say ding dong?
And hello and all that.
That's not bad.
But I want Carl to do it though.
Yeah, go on, Carl.
Go on.
Hello.
Well done. Say ding dong.
Ding dong.
Nice.
Yeah. Do we do any other impressions?
No. I can't think of any.
Hello. Do that.
Hello.
Yeah.
You look like a ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, but-
Hello.
Brilliant.
Oh, Carl.
Do, my name is Bond, James Bond, as though it was Sean
My name's
Connery.
Bond. James Bond. Do that. Go on.
My name's Bond.
No, do it as though you were doing an impression.
Sean.
So I'm trying to be Scottish.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Perhaps a bit more specific than that. Sean Connery.
My name's Bond.
Keep going.
My name's Bond, James Bond.
Like Jimmy Stewart. It's not bad. This is the best fun. It's like having your very own Fisher-Price toy for
Yeah,
2 hours
exactly.
a week. It's
Exactly.
great. Do, Roger Moore. Do that.
Roger Moore.
Phyllis Pierce! Percy Sugden! I'm licensed to kill!
Anyway, she just said...
No, this is a great
No,
game.
that's
Yeah,
enough of
no,
that.
we'll
if
come
any-
back to this another time.
Yeah,
maybe.
anything you want Carl to do. Carl's homework today was come up with those, you know those, lateral thinking things?
Go on.
Those stupid...
Oh, I hate
They're
them.
ridiculous, aren't they? Like a man went into a field and died, and you're meant to ask questions like, oh, was it... I don't know. And it turns out his parachute didn't open. So it's basically, it's not logic, it's what am I thinking?
Well, there's that one where there's a man in... This is the worst I've ever heard.
Yeah.
A man is found dead lying in a phone box,
Yeah.
right? His wrists are cut. He's bled to death. And there's glass everywhere,
Yeah.
right? And the phone's hanging off the
Yeah.
hook, right?
Yeah.
What happened to him,
I know this, yeah.
right? Do you know what the answer is, Carl?
It's ridiculous.
He was a fisherman.
Yeah.
He was on the phone. Someone asked him how big his fish was. He did that gesture like fishermen always do to say it was much bigger than it actually
Put
was.
his arms out.
His arms went through the glass, and he slashed his wrists,
Why
and he
would,
died.
why would you do that with someone on the phone when they can't see how big you're actually saying?
Well, that's one of the many problems with that,
Yeah.
that conundrum.
Yeah, not the point we were making, but again, good. I mean, you're there. That is good thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so what, you had to come up with some of these? I didn't know this was his challenge.
Yeah.
Have you come up with one?
I came up with 3, and they're all belters.
Are we gonna... Oh, is it...
Oh, wow,
If
that's
it's
a
as
hell of a
good
challenge.
as your quote about happiness that we had to guess which was yours and which was the real ones, like faking it, I cannot wait.
I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, I literally can't wait. Should we do it now?
Well, I'm tempted to save it, because I just want to mention to people, that, they should be very excited, because, it's gonna be Carl's special night tomorrow. You excited, Carl?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... Yeah, me and Steve, because we were nominated, we get a guest.
For the BAFTA Awards.
And it's, it doesn't say guest, it actually says, you know, partner. So I'm taking, my partner. And, Steve's taking Carl.
Yeah.
But what Carl doesn't realise is... You will have to pretend you're his partner, otherwise you wouldn't be able
we'll
to
have to
get in.
hold hands when we go on the red carpet.
Is this really your partner? It's not just a guest. They have
That's how it is, and either we go in like that, or we can't get in.
You just have to be with him when you go up there. I mean, you have to, does he have to...
We should hold hands, but I think what we should do is, just to make sure that there's nothing at all that, like, is gonna go wrong, we should just do a little kiss.
Just like,
Just when we get in front
or
of the
be seen
cameras.
sort of like cheek to cheek, just to show them that,
Yeah.
you know, you're not, he's
Like
not just
Elton
getting,
John and
he's
David
not just
Finnick.
getting his mates in for a free meal, you are actually partners.
No, I'm not up for that.
Why not?
Well,
Because we know we're not actually gay.
no, but yeah, but
So it's not a problem.
You've come out of it looking quite good because you've got a good-looking fella. But I'm meant to look like, you know. I mean, I'm not gay, but if I was, I don't think I'd go for your